Object permanence isn't this game's strong suit. It's running on the Switch, that's fair. Most things not in your inventory won't survive a loading screen, but even walking away too far will despawn things eventually. Link is this far away now, we don't need to keep this thing spawned in anymore. Here's a small graph of a couple of things I tested the despawn radius for. Apples despawn at 50 meters, steering sticks at 90 meters, mirrors at a surprising 210 meters, and then there's dragon parts. They will only despawn if you're 2,000 meters away. This is extended knowledge from Breath of the Wild, but there wasn't much use for it in that game. But in Tears of the Kingdom, there's a neat technical detail. Your Ultra Hand creation will receive the despawn radius from whatever part has the largest one. Meaning, if I stick this dragon scale onto my wonderful pile of junk, I can walk far away to gather more junk without fear of it despawning. Just remember there is a limit for Ultra Hand, something like 21 to 24 attached things allowed before others break apart. It is possible to use auto build to carry a bunch of things around without attaching them though. Sticking this dragon scale onto my one fan wonder makes me feel at ease with exploring, knowing I can find it wherever I left it and fly off once more. And amazingly, you can make the dragon scale part of your schematic for auto build, and even without a real dragon scale, it works all the same. Just for 3 extra zonite in your build, you can massively expand the despawn radius for whatever contraption you like. I imagine the near removal of the distance limitation unlocks some wacky ideas, so play around with this and see what you can break, or just feel safer leaving your vehicle laying around. Up to you. Speaking of my one fan wonder, however, this darn hoverbike is too good that it outclasses it in everything except battery power. I gotta rework it. Feel free to take any inspiration from my own design/ideas. The mop is the lightest spear weapon I could find, and other people like to use Korok fronds as a very light material in their designs. Let's talk combat a little. Lots of combat glitches and tricks were patched, but a few remain. I've never covered shield block resets or Boomerang Orbit, so let's do that now.
Listen up, soldier. Blocking something midair creates an opportunity to be cool as hell. It allows you to jump as if your feet were still planted on the ground. Hit me. As you can see, this technique creates an opening for you to slow down time with your bow. Y'all can do that, right? If you're familiar with enemy attack timings, follow these steps. Hold ZL and forward hop the near exact moment the enemy's attack would hit your shield. Quickly side hop or backflip after this, then pull out your bow, or whatever. It's very precise if you want enough height, but it's essential if you want your opponent to look like an absolute buffoon.
There's a more official way to get height for bullet time with bombs. But if you like the style points, you can use the bombs to perform SBR too. Either by attacking one dropped on the ground, or shooting one right in front of you. You'll have to press Y to take out your shield for this method, which requires you to have a one-handed weapon equipped or a shield fused to your weapon. Though you can fuse things to your shield that explode to get the most out of this technique. Gems, for example, which give you an elemental explosion for each time your shield is hit, all until the shield itself breaks, which I didn't know until just now, which is really cool. Boomerang Orbit. It's easier to perform this time around. We no longer need to switch cancel to run sooner. That doesn't even work anymore. Here's how to do it. Aim the boomerang as high as you can, forward hop, release the throw button, then run diagonally forward and left a little bit. Then stay within the circle it creates. You can even use recall to keep it going just a bit longer. If you have a wing fused to your boomerang, you will need a good speed up buff to get into position fast enough. Also, can we just talk about how they massacred my giant boomerang? It went from this to this. Nintendo, fix this. Even the big fused items you did save the sound for don't hit as hard.
Make them all hard!
That's all I have for today, though. Sorry I have not joined everyone else in massively breaking the game and finding glitches that will be patched next week yet. I've got to say, though, I'm beginning to be skeptical that Nintendo will be able to make this game as hard to break as Breath of the Wild was. There's just too much opportunities to break things. How are you going to patch all of that? Anyway, that's enough out of me. See ya.